Hello everyone, happy Sunday and welcome to tonight's stream. I hope that you have all had an amazing weekend and thank you for joining me as we are jumping back into Icarus for more adventures. We're going to be starting a new quest tonight to go get the Miasmic tools. So pretty excited about that one. I haven't ever played with these Miasmic things yet, so I've been looking forward to that. Hopefully this one goes smoothly, but we will see. I do have some shenanigans to fill you guys in on from between streams, so we'll go over all of that as usual. But first, let's get this given a chance to catch up, and let's say hello to everybody. Kevin, Brand, Bill, Marisol, Christy, Sarah, Wander, Lily, Kimmy, welcome. Andrew, it's good to see you. Let's see. Pacific, welcome. I hope I got everybody. If I missed you in all of that, let me know. I don't want to do Chef first. Oh god, Chef would take like 3 parts. So I did want to finish off stream. If you guys remember from the end of last time, we were just running in circles trying to get the rest of those silly Drake things, the little Komodo dragon type lava monsters. We were just running in circles and we weren't finding any, and I needed a ton more. And I'm glad I did it off stream because it took me nearly 4 hours. So it would have been an entire stream of just running in circles trying to find the rest of these things. And that's a lot. So I did get that taken care of finally. I was recording it just in case anything interesting happened that I wanted to show you guys so we could watch it back. But nothing did. There was absolutely nothing dramatic about it. We were just running in circles and back and forth. So unfortunately, I decided to do this. So I was like, I'm going to record. So just in case anything happens, because I don't usually like to do missions off screen. I just kind of do building stuff and resource gathering, but I try not to do any mission type stuff off stream. So I was like, I'm going to record it just in case so I can show you guys anything interesting that happens. But first I'm going to log in just to see if Seabreeze is back. His little marker was off the map, so I wasn't really expecting him to be back. But I logged in just to see. And shenanigans ensued. And unfortunately, because I wasn't planning to do anything, I wasn't recording it. We're not over here anymore, but I'm going to walk you through it anyway. So I stepped out of my door, and over here was one of those little not lizards, little crab guys. So I shot it before it noticed me, and when I went up to get its body, the boss music started. And I was like, oh wow, this is close enough, like this little ridge right here is close enough to trigger the boss music? That's so weird. And then standing here, I'm like, there's a very distinct pathway here that looks like it goes behind the boss arena. Can you, because we have like ramps, paths, all this stuff, and then to go across here, that's how we get to this side. Like, can you just walk here? Like along the back of it, because that would be so much faster. So anyway, I decided to try it. So I walk a little bit and a little bit, and I make it to maybe here. And then I hear a roar. Okay, so do we see where this is going? So I look over the edge, and down in the pit, this is a very high cliff. Down in the pit is a giant version of one of those little spider crab things. It is absolutely ginormous. And I was like, okay, well, the boss spawns in if you walk this path, but he's down there and I'm up here. And if I ignore him, then, you know, he'll probably despawn when I go on by. Oh no, no, my friends. I took like 3 more steps, heard a bang, turned around and started running back. And as I'm running back, the little boss health bar pops up and it says little friend with a question mark. And so I'm like, maybe here, I turn around, it is on this level with me. It has jumped out of this onto the cliff and is chasing me. So I am running, I make it back to my house. Its giant front feet come in front of my face. So like my screen view is just these giant legs in front of me because it is caught up. And I hit escape quit to desktop so fast. Like I have never escape quit to desktop a game that fast in my entire life. This thing, for reference, is bigger than my Outpost building. I was like, this is it. It's going to kill me. It's going to destroy my Outpost. I'm going to get back with you guys and have to be like, everything's gone. Everything's destroyed. Luckily, when I spawned back in, that did cause it to despawn since it was out of its area, I guess. I don't know. But he went away, and I have learned a valuable lesson that this pathway, not worth it. It would be a shortcut, but it is not worth it because he can get out. That would have been a really funny thing that I would have shown you guys, but since I wasn't planning to do anything, I didn't have a recording set up for that. So I figured I'd walk you through it. That was the only exciting thing that happened in 4 hours that I played this. Yeah. No, we should definitely not try that shortcut again. No shortcuts behind the boss. Valuable lessons were learned. So the other thing you're going to see here that I wanted to show you guys is around hour 3 of looking for these things, I decided to come back and make a radar. So there's an item in the tech tree somewhere. It's probably tier 3. See if I can find it. I guess it doesn't matter. It's actually gonna be tier 4 because it's electric. Here, right here, electric radar. So it's the same thing that we do on missions. It's this little portable radar, and you hook it up, and it will show you where exotic deposits are on the map. So I came here, I set one up. Now I'm thinking, I've been so trained by the radars on the missions that I'm thinking this is going to be a bloodbath. I had my recording set up. I had defensive walls set up. I had hedgehogs set up. I was ready for this to be some kind of epic adventure. And when I tell you, it was not, like, it was so lame. The first scan, the scanner's really fast. The first scan brought 2 of the little spider crabs and thankfully 2 of the drakes. But the scan was over so fast that one of the drakes hadn't even made it to me. It got bored and wandered away because the scan had finished. But it had at least spawned in so I could chase it down. And then I went and did 2 more scans, hoping to trigger some more drake spawns. I didn't get a single one from either of these 2 scans. But these are going to stay here. So these are pointing at exotic deposits. Now we already know there's one right here. So that tracks. So somewhere in this, like if you follow this out, somewhere in this arc is going to be an exotic deposit. And we already know there's one right here. But that means that somewhere in the map over here is another one. And it gets more narrowed in, right? So we know that somewhere in this cone is another one. And then somewhere in this cone. So it's honing in on where these exotics are going to be. And you'll see as we go up, this one has gotten really narrow. So somewhere in this little chunk of the map right here, there is an exotics deposit. So at some point we're going to go back and then we'll see like if we can actually find that one. Click the little radar button, very bottom of the screen. I think you can toggle the radar things. Yeah, you can turn them off if you don't want them. Yes, that is exactly what that does. Toggle exotic radar results. So yeah, that's how those work. That's why they're there, because I was using the radar to try to trigger enemy waves of attack, hoping that it would bring in those little drakes. It only partially worked. I think I needed like 9. It brought 2. I just had to hunt down the other ones myself. It was a thing. But yeah, that's what these are. These will stay here until we actually mine out some exotics, and then they'll clear off and you have to go around doing more scans. We'll definitely do that because they weren't so bad. Not this stream, we're doing a mission this stream, but maybe next time we'll go set up the things to harvest these exotics. And we know there's one over here, and maybe we'll try to find the one that's in here. I did leave the radar and stuff over here. But yeah, it's good that you can toggle them off. That's so true, Sarah, because these could get to be a lot. Like if you really run around scanning a ton, they would get to be a lot. We'll have to do this one too, because this whole thing is like a giant thing you can't go on. So if you look at this cone, somewhere in here in the swamp should be another one. So we know about 3. We know that there's 3 exotics thingies, and we can go hunt them down. So that's what you missed. It wasn't even worth editing any of that together to show you because it really was not at all interesting. I'm telling the story, but to see it, just nothing interesting happened. It is now dark, so let's sleep till the morning. I did in all of that find a new bird friend. I didn't know where we left off on the cocktail naming series we had going on. But we replaced Seabreeze. There's a new friend here. And I know we had a couple names pre-picked out for this. So I wasn't sure what his name was going to be. I left him unclaimed so we could do that together. While we're talking about that, unfortunately, we lost a friend to the circus. We had 2 horses. I rode Clippy for this adventure over there to go collect everything. And we now only have 1 horse. So I don't remember the name of our other horse. I honestly don't. But it has joined the circus and we're back down to 5 mounts. Ooh, I like pina colada. Pina coladas are so good. I do like pina coladas. All right, let's go. I don't know that there was an official list. I just figured you guys usually have good suggestions. Okay, cool. He's already level 16. That's how long ago I claimed this guy. So he's already got some skills. No, we do not want you on follow. You can be on wander. So apparently the joining the circus thing is not fixed. We are still going to occasionally lose pets to that. So I went back to taking saddles off in between. And that's where we are with that. I know the buffalo's not dead. He looks dead, but he's not dead. Clodsworth is alive. He wasn't laying in that exact spot a minute ago either. So let's summon the drop pod back. I also filled that up with random junk that I wanted to bring back. I was gone for so long running around over there that I filled my inventory, the dropship inventory, and the entire chest that I had over there with mostly nonsense. So I want to bring the drop pod back. There's no reason to leave it over there at the outpost. We're going to want it here at home. So let's summon it and we'll put it like over here maybe. Close to home, but maybe not super close to home. Let's try that. Gonna send off its little flare. Now it should be that way-ish. So let's watch and see if we see it take off. Hey, Zally, welcome. Just thinking about it. Thinking about it. There we go. It seems to have to, like, the flare has to hit the ground before it actually has any kind of effect. Yeah, we didn't see it take off, but here it comes landing. Aviator would be a good bird name. Hey Steve, good to see you. Okay, so yeah, literally it's like rotten meat that I wanted for biofuel, my defensive walls that were completely unnecessary, some iron, and my fish traps. So, nothing exciting. But stuff I figured was better off at home than over there at the outpost. And let me sort this away real quick. The fish traps can go back in here. Rotten meat can go in with the biofuel. Our defensive things live in here. Sulfur. And iron. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so we're all caught up. That's what we accomplished. It wasn't much for the amount of time. I also just had my builder character in here for a while, absolutely grinding resources. Because this next mission we're going to do is the one that takes 4 solar panels, an organic residue cleanser, a foundry, 2 electric furnaces, an advanced alteration bench, and a chemistry bench. That was a lot of crafting. I did set these up over here. I don't think I did that on stream, but we have a chemistry bench and an organic residue cleanser here at the main base. So some of this we're going to pack with us. I'm not making a second foundry. I have no need for a second foundry. We're packing this to go. I don't need a second chemistry bench. We're packing this to go. I took my alterations bench down. It was right here. That's why there's random power hovering. I took that down, so we're going to take that with us. But I did make the 4 solar panels. I made the organic residue cleanser because when I'm done with it, I'm going to go put it at the lava outpost for exotics. I made a battery just because I think it'll help even out the power supply over there. And I made 2 new electric furnaces. They have this little glow around them because my builder character made them. They have an extra 15% smelting speed. So I made new ones because I figured we will replace what's over here with the new faster processing ones when we get back. Am I going to pack and use a recon dropship again? I might, only because this is a lot of workstations that were coming. Each electric furnace weighs 50. Each solar panel weighs 10. The alteration bench is 20. The battery is 60. Randomly, the organic residue cleanser is 2.5. That's like the biggest machine. And it weighs 2.5. Like, what? But yeah, anyway, this is going to be very, very heavy. So I think we are going to bring the ship. I do have 2 more beacons, so we can bring it out there and then bring everything back after. You have 6 wolves. I need to get some pets, some defensive pets. That definitely should be on my list. So yeah, anyway, you're all caught up. It sounds like a lot. I feel like every stream I have to do a 20-30 minute recap on stuff that went on, but we are ready to do this mission. I'm also going to bring a mount. The whole point of this is going to be to collect all the poisonous stuff from the swamp. And so if I carry it in my pockets, it will poison me over time. And then if I put it on my mount, then it's fine. So working with all the stuff from the swamp that we're going to have to be, I'm definitely going to be bringing a mount, probably a MOA. But this is the one we're doing. It's the last one we have, other than Celebrity Chef. I'm ignoring that one. It's the last one we have before we do the next story mission. So this is kind of our last little side quest. It's the one that's going to teach us about the last tool set that we don't have. And it pays really well. 500 purple exotics. It's a level 4, which seems kind of weird. I'm guessing maybe just because of the required tech level and how much stuff we had to make, because that was very, very, very expensive. But the actual quest tasks, we basically just have to go over there, build a little base, put all this stuff in it, and then make some miasmic tools. So it's not really anything super dramatic. So let's do this.
And it shows. If you're looking for some quick cash, this could be the one. Looks simple enough, but then again, it always does. You should know how to pick them by now.
Okay, so we're going to begin this operation.
Pretty much run space. So you're smart to do them a favor.
I need to eat.
There's a lot riding on this one, and they know it. They sent the objectives through already, so get to the zone as soon as you can. And hope you got better luck than their last crew.
So yeah, we're going to do this the same way we did the cold steel one. I'm going to go unlock these blueprints and figure out exactly what we need to craft them out there. I think potentially, yeah, I've got 42 crystallized miasma here with me. I'm pretty sure I could pop that in the chemistry bench here, process it, and it would be enough to do what we need to do. I also have 44 acidic glands, and I think I need to turn in 20. So we technically wouldn't need enough to hunt anything in the swamp if we didn't want to. If I take this stuff along, or even process it here and take it along, I think we're probably going to be able to just be done with this quest. If we carried all of these on us, it would kill us very, very quickly. But if I put it on the bird, we'd probably be fine. So we can either do that, or we can hunt for new ones and just kind of run around while we're over there. I will think on that. Let's head to the tech tree. We need to unlock the miasmic tools. We need to make a knife, a sickle, an axe, and a pickaxe. We need these 4 things. They'll always have some kind of extra benefits. 100% plants with thorns modifier per harvested plant. I don't know what that means. We're gonna have to try it. Plants with thorns modifier. Because like our cold steel one gives us a modifier that makes the food last longer. It preserves it a little bit. I'm interested to see what that actually means. Miasmic knife will get 10% acidic glands. And the axe gives us the infected bark. That's going to translate to an insane amount of epoxy. And the miasmic pickaxe gives us noxious crust for whatever we're harvesting. So that will also give us an insane amount of extra resources when we're doing it. Because, so like, let's say you harvest some iron, you might get 10 extra noxious iron, for example. I'm making up numbers here. I've never done it. And then each of those will be 5 more of that resource. So it multiplies really, really quickly. So we're going to see this. So like, what do we need here? I'm going to need a sticky note. I'm going to jot this down. Because I want to make sure we're bringing things like the titanium. I don't want to be dealing with that out there. So just in carbon fiber, 4, 8, 12, that's easy enough. 16 carbon fiber. And then for steel screws, 8, 8, 2, so 18, 20. 20 screws. Epoxy, 8, 12, 16 epoxy. And then 6, 6, 4, 16, and 5, 21 titanium. Okay, and then refined wood, 10, 20, 30 refined wood. Refined wood. I know next Thursday's update is supposed to be pausing on single player, like solo games, and I'm so excited. This game desperately needs that for potty breaks, if nothing else. You did the last null sector mission, Steve, so you're all done with the missions. That is a little sad. This past Thursday, there was an update. It was a minor one. They added a new backpack to the workshop. So I might get it eventually, but it's a chef backpack that gives you extra benefits to the foods that you cook. And extra benefits for, if you're wearing it, then you get like extra food benefits as well. So if you cook wearing it, then anyone who eats the food that you've made will get the benefit for that food, which is really, really nice. So it's not just something where like, if you're wearing it, you need to eat less. If you craft food while wearing it, the extra benefit that it gets, like I think it might be like 15% extra stats on the food. That will go on the food itself. Anyone who eats it will get that. So if you're playing multiplayer, having somebody have that backpack is actually pretty good. But it's the final backpack in the tree. So you have to unlock every single backpack in the tech tree in order to get to it. I can show you. You have to bear with me for a quick second because I gotta go here for me to interact with this board. Workshop. Okay, so backpacks, it is here all the way at the end. I'm almost to it already. I would only have to unlock like this one, but it's this new Culinex backpack. So if you're wearing it, you need 25% less food and water. You get the 6 inventory slots, which is standard with any backpack. Food lasts 25% longer. Food is 25% more effective, and the cooked food modifiers last for 25% longer. So those 25%, making it 25% more effective and last 25% longer, apply to any food that you cook, regardless of who consumes it. So my plan eventually, I think, because I play multiplayer with my husband sometimes, is I'm going to get one of these backpacks and then just download it from space onto whatever character needs to do a big cooking session and then send it back. So I'll have one of these backpacks. They are really expensive. If you see here, it's going to cost 750 exotics to make. I mean, I know I have over 3,000, but still, it's expensive. But yeah, I think I'll end up buying this eventually and just sharing it amongst all of my characters because I do have 4. characters that I play. So where is this now? I also don't know what swamp this is in. Okay, it's right here. That's not too bad. We'll come down and in this way. I can't remember if we ramped this, so we'll be sure to bring ramps. We spent a lot of time in this swamp doing our, the chef mission that we did. We spent a lot of time in this particular swamp doing things because we lived over here. Lived right here and spent a lot of time in this swamp. So that's not too bad. We need to gather materials. We need to gather materials. So I need to... First of all, let's take some ramps. Those are going to be heavy, but I'm going to take them anyway. And we're going to need a small, modest little base. I have to fit all of these things into it. So I'm thinking 3 by 2, maybe? So we'll bring 12 floors. Right? 3, yeah, because 6 floors, 6 ceilings. I'm gonna bring 4 posts just to give it some structure. And then that is 10 walls. This isn't gonna stay out there. We're gonna take it back. I mean, really, we don't need to be able to move around. The only thing we need to have power, technically, and be accessible is the chemistry bench and the residue cleanser. And even that, if I process what I have here, we don't really need any of it to be accessible. So let's take down... I'm still debating if I want to just process everything here. Does that feel lame? I mean, technically, I did work to get the stuff. It's not like I didn't. We got it from stuff that we killed. We're gonna need this thing. So let's pick up this, our foundry. I'm gonna have a lot of power hooking back up. Oh yeah, my base has some dirt in it. I covered that with this foundry. All right, so we're gonna add this to our box. The foundry weighs 100. We're definitely doing the drop ship. Just looking at how much this weight adds up to, we're gonna load this stuff into the drop ship for sure. Okay, so that's the 4 solar panels, the 2 electric furnaces, the organic residue cleanser, the foundry, the advanced alteration bench. I just need my chemistry bench. And I think I'm going to go ahead and process this right now. So let's run this over here real quick, get it out of my inventory, and we can make 42 distilled miasmic coating. This is what it's going to take to actually make our thing. Oh, that's a good point, Steve. The building needs to be 2-story for the foundry to fit. That is a very good point. Oh, stupid foundry's so big. It's so big for no reason. And I'm assuming that it actually has to be inside and functional. So we'll bring the whole stack of 20 walls. We'll just bring the stack of 20, make the whole thing 2 stories. It'll be fine. That's foundry. It makes me... ugh. Is there ever an overweight limit where you can't move at all? I haven't reached it yet, and I've been at least 3 times heavier than my technically allowed weight. All right, so let's grab... We need 16 carbon fiber. That couldn't have worked out better. I have 16 right here. 20 screws. 49. Grab 20. 20 screws, 16 epoxy. Why did I spell epoxy like that on my sticky note? Oh, we don't have enough epoxy. Do I have any hiding anywhere? Nope. All right, looks like we're making some real quick. Epoxy is just sulfur and tree sap, so we'll make some up. This is a problem that we are not going to have after this particular mission. I thought I was going to grab it right at 16, but I was off by 1. 21 titanium. Right after this, we'll have so much epoxy. It's going to be ridiculous. 21 titanium, so 20 and 1. And 30 refined wood. That's going to be upstairs in our wood bench. 30. Nope. Why did I do that? I had 25 and 30 and or 5 and I could have just made it that way. Okay, perfect. This is everything we need to craft the actual tools. We have everything except the chem bench, but we're using it. Let's go put a saddle on the bird we're gonna take. Let's give Pina Colada a break here, and we're gonna take Long Island. Pina Colada's still new, just got a name. We'll give him a break. Long Island, you gonna get a saddle. Congratulations. Skills. You need... What do you need? Already have all your inventory slots. Let's do all the food effectiveness. And then stamina regeneration. I'm gonna switch you to stay right now so I don't get distracted. You are way over here. I'm gonna move you out of the way. I don't remember how many fat gland or acidic glands we need, so I'm just gonna bring the whole stack that we have. This stuff will cleanse into animal fat, so it's not super helpful, in my opinion. But you get them. Nope, didn't want to get on you. You wanted to put this in your pockets. Okay, we're gonna put the titanium... Pretty much all of this. I gotta put the sulfur back. Probably would have been a better use of my weight. Yeah, no, we're taking all this back. Now that I'm thinking about it, you're gonna carry the building materials. That is a much better use of your time. 5... And you can carry the titanium. And then let's put the sulfur away. Carrying too much of it. Raw meat can go in here. Just gonna stick the bacon in there too. Ooh, we need tree sap in there. Stopped making biofuel for me. All right. Well, we've got time on our hands now because we're not leaving in the middle of this storm. Okay, so now we have to take all of this stuff. We're at 384. It's actually not that encumbered. I was expecting worse, I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting worse. So actually, in that case, maybe we don't need to bother with the dropship. If I could carry this all perfectly fine. Like, I'm still moving okay. How heavy is this bench? Yeah, I mean, I'm at 416, but I'm still moving perfectly comfortably. My inventory has tons of space. Oh, that was the other thing I did. I upgraded my pockets. So all my clothes have the level 2 pockets now. So I have an extra 6 inventory slots and an extra 15 carry weight since the last time, because I just took a second to upgrade all of them. So yeah, I think maybe we're gonna save the dropship. There's tons of space here. And if I'm riding the Moa, it doesn't matter that I'm encumbered. As long as the Moa is not encumbered, he'll be able to run at full speed anyway, so. I think that is the plan. We'll save our dropship beacons for another time. I am going to want... What else am I going to want over there? My electricity tool. That would be silly. I'm not sure if I have to... Wait, where is my electricity tool? We need a new electricity tool. I left it on my builder. My builder character has stolen my electricity tool. Alright, let's craft one up real quick. And that took some of my carbon fiber, so we need more. I gotta get 4 more of those back. I need to be able to hook all this power up. I have 4 more of those? Yeah, I do. Alright, perfect. We're back to 16. Let's charge our lantern. I don't know, at 1:30 we might just wait till the morning? Might wait till morning. Have a mess around here at the base in the meantime. And in that case, we're gonna put all this stuff back away. That's everything, right? Screws, carbon fiber, epoxy. Oh, because I put the titanium on the bird. Okay. I'm like, if I feel like I'm missing something here. It's the epoxy that we put, the titanium that we put on the bird. So nothing too crazy. Let's see. I don't think we're gonna need defenses. None of this is something that's gonna require defenses. I'm not leaving this out there, so I'm not gonna set myself up a like a bed or anything. Because hopefully we can do this all in the one day. We're gonna see. That's the hope and the goal. Yeah, it's already 2 in the afternoon. If we leave now, it will be the dark of night by the time we get over there. So what chores around the base do we have to do? I'm gonna need food. I don't have a ton of it. Oh, I came up with the best thing too. Probably not gonna work right now, but my freezer makes ice. My deep freeze makes ice. And I have my water set up on this rain barrel. Oh, it is empty. Well, it's not empty, but it's not all the way full. So I keep my water pump off until this is empty. Then I fill this up and all my base water runs out of here. But ice fuels this. So my freezer generates ice that I need to get rid of. So rather than just destroying it or throwing it away, I've been putting it in here, and I haven't had to turn on my water pump in a long time because this just slowly fills. And it's a little bit absurd because each piece of ice is like 1,000 water. So it's a good use of that. Otherwise, you end up with so much ice that you're just throwing it away, and it's a little bit crazy. Let's see what we've got, though. We've got a little bit of carrot fries left. I've got this bacon. We've got the animal feed, so that's good. We have a lot of bacon. I might bring both kinds of bacon. But I'm a vegetarian on this character, I think, right? Didn't I do that? Yes. We're a vegetarian on this character. So can I make myself something like a vegetable roll? Do I have pumpkins? I do have pumpkins. Pumpkins, what does that take? Vegetable rolls are... I sound like a pirate. Rhubarb, soybeans, and pumpkins. I have rhubarb right here. Soybeans right here. Yeah, okay, so we have everything. Let's make some of those. Soybeans, rhubarb, and pumpkins. I think this greenhouse is pretty complete, but I haven't taken the time to really look at it. Alright, so how many of these can I make? Veggie rolls. 15. Perfect. Hey, Grant. Good to see you. Yeah, deep in the know, that's your only water. I think that's why they added those water jugs, like the ones that we used for our lava outpost. I think that's where those stemmed from. All right, seeds. We're going to drag into our seed bag. That's not a seed. This is not as far away as like going through all the caves and stuff, so I'm not as super duper concerned if we end up having to come back because we forgot about something. Rhubarb stew is really good for stamina. There's a couple of things like fruit muffins, also crazy for stamina, 225 and an extra 35%. The reason I like the veggie rolls is because it's a mix of health and stamina. Rhubarb stew is the 225 stamina as well, unless stamina consumed by actions. I think it's meat pie, maybe? No, fish pie is the 225 health. You can get your health bar to be like crazy high The shepherd's pie is another good one because it's 225 maximum health, but also gives you extra stamina. So I usually do a shepherd's pie before any kind of fight. So yeah, once you get up to this level, the foods get crazy. Let's salt these. Actually, let's freeze these. This one I'll salt. We're gonna bring 5. Alright, so I have 4 stomach slots. We can do better than this, though. I guess this will be fine, actually. The farthest my health bar has ever gone is between the 2 and 3 spots on the hotbar. So, like, this health bar went all the way to here. It was crazy. I saw a tip recently, and I haven't had a chance to investigate it because I haven't made it. And I can't make it right now because I took my bench down. But we talked about it a couple streams ago that there is an alteration upgrade thingy that you can put on a piece of chest armor that gives you an extra stomach slot. So it's possible to get 5 food buffs. If you put that on, eat a 5th food, and then take it off, you still get to keep the 5 buffs. Apparently. I don't know if they fixed that. But so you can, like, put it on, eat a 5th thing, and then take it off if you wanted to do that, like, right before a boss fight or something. And have that extra piece of food, which I think is really cool. Let's eat... I feel like we're wasting this by letting it go bad. We're up to 1530. There must be other stuff we have to do to organize in here. Right, Steve, that's what I mean. I'm sorry if I didn't express that clearly. Like a separate piece of armor, even if it's just a leather chest. You just have to attach it to something. Like in my other game, I'm not spec'd into being able to see where the bosses are on the map like I am with this character. So I have a separate leather helmet that I have the modifier on that shows where these are. And before going from home, I'll just pop it on, see where the bosses are on the map at the moment, and then leave it at home and go out with my other one. I couldn't find anything on the ore lights. When I went to the tech tree for the decoration bench, where is it? I haven't actually crafted the decoration bench, which I need to do. We should do that while we're sitting here. Where is the decoration bench? Is it tier 2? Might be tier 2. Yeah, right here. Yeah, that's just fiber, wood, stone, and leather. Fiber. We need fiber. We need wood. We need stone. We need... Okay, none of those things are in here. I've got wood right here. Grab a stack. Stone will be up here if I have any. And I apparently do not. Alright, we're gonna have to get some stone. Leather would be downstairs. Apparently there are some that are not part of the DLC. Like there's some base game ones as well. Some base game style lamps in addition to the extra DLC ones. So we're gonna pop this out real quick and see what we have access to. That should be enough. I need to go kill something from our leather, actually. Or know what? Okay, nope. Sorry, I got turned around. I probably have some in here. Yeah, I do. Alright, so let's see. Decoration bench. Here we go. Let's craft it. Let's take it and put it upstairs. We will put it over here in this corner. Not really a corner. In fact, not a corner at all, but you know what I mean. Alright, so let's see. We can do candles, statues. And that's it without the DLC. So, statues. I've seen a lamp somewhere. I don't have it. Like a electric lamp? Is there an upgraded version of this? But yeah, I'm not seeing it at the moment. Maybe I haven't unlocked it. The only things here... wooden furniture. I know I've seen a lamp. Oh, right here, the geode set. This is the... These are the ones we've been talking about. I have everything here for like... Oh, unless it's part of this. Oh, yeah, right here. Carved wood desk lamp. That's it. It's under the carved wood furniture. I see it now. So yeah, there's a desk lamp, but that takes power. I'm not sure. I have contemplated that. Doing the geode set. I have it on my wish list, so if there's ever a sale, you can bundle them up. And I'll probably pick up a lot of the DLCs for those little packs and stuff if they go on sale. That'll be the plan. All right, now let's unload everything I just picked up because we don't want to bring it with us. The leather, fur, fiber seeds can go in here. Fiber can go in here. Wood. More leather. Oh, my lantern died. Put that in there to charge. It's gonna be a little dark, guys. I could switch lanterns, but I don't feel like using any of my animal fat one as well. I'll let that charge up. So I think we have everything. Hoping we don't have to come back. If we do, that's fine. But I'm hoping that we do not. Build up our food, our water and oxygen. No, putting all this glass in the base really made a difference. Like the amount of windows and stuff that I put in here has made an incredible difference in running around the base at this time of day. And we're really just waiting for 6 p.m. And then it's bedtime. Crazy bedtime. Crazy, crazy bedtime. Lights are definitely coming. Lights are coming. I am struggling with blueprint points. I don't have a lot of them, and so lights keep not making the list. We will have lights in this place eventually. My building character is just about to unlock them, I believe, so I'll probably do that potentially between next stream. But I keep having other things to unlock. And I'm short on a lot of things. Like right now, I have almost no medical things unlocked. It's really weird for me to get to this stage and not have... We don't even have bread dough unlocked. Like I feel super duper behind on points and I'm not quite sure why. Maybe I'm just too used to my higher level characters that have everything. So that's what it's come down to, is I just haven't wanted to spend a point on it when I can run around with my lantern on my hip. And it's totally fine. But I know lights exist. Lights will help. We just need more points. I know, and I was saving points. Like I knew we were going to be doing this. So I was hoarding those points because I had to unlock all those miasmic tools. I would not normally have done that, right? Like the scythe is not one that I would have chosen to unlock. I probably wouldn't have bothered with the knife either. So sickle and knife definitely wouldn't have bothered with the points on. So a couple of the missions have forced me into unlocking things that I wouldn't necessarily have done. That's a good point. And actually all of the things on this map are new. All of the cold steel tools that I unlocked on this character, I don't have on any others. The obsidian armor is armor that I never had to bother with on my other characters. So yeah, that explains it. And I think, you know what's funny is I had that realization another time and clearly have forgotten. Because yeah, I remember now talking about that, how this map has so many new things that we're playing with that it has definitely caused me to be short on points that I'm used to having. Once you hit level 60, which is the maximum level for talent points, you keep gaining blueprint points. So like you keep leveling, like you'll get the little level up animation. It'll never tell you a number higher than 60, but you will keep technically leveling and getting blueprint points. And there's no max limit to that. Eventually, you could unlock the entire tech tree. Just for the heck of it. So yeah, you can hit 60 a lot of times. Are you encumbered? What happened here? Oh yeah, you are encumbered. I didn't even pay attention to that when I did that. I will trade you this. Nope, that's still too much. You know what? It's fine. There we go. You just carry the one thing. So we are aiming for right here. Hey, Michael, good to see you. Did I grab everything? All my stuff. Food, water, oxygen. Yeah, we're good. I was going to bring some extra bird food, but he'll be fine. It was fine. I saw the red line thing, and I wasn't in it anymore, so I didn't know what you meant. But yeah, it didn't take too long once I got on her to realize. Skip past this Drax. No need to deal with that. See, right now our health bar is going into our #1 slot. It's quite large. We want to be on this side of the river. I parked Clippy on the roof of the lava base. When I brought Clippy over there for the hunting, it worked out much better. Lesson learned on parking things on rocks. Clippy did really well on the roof. I put food and water troughs up there. Works out perfectly. Yeah, bacon does stack crazy high compared to all of the other foods. True. And there's so many different ways you can cook it, and they all have an experience buff on them. So you can make honey bacon, crispy bacon, and regular bacon. You could fill a standard stomach with just bacon. I really don't need my lantern for this. We're out in the sunlight. Out in the sunlight. You keep leveling in terms of XP points too. Yeah, it does get exponentially higher, even between like 60 and 61 in air quotes. Yeah, see, we're already here at the entrance. That didn't take long. Are different items available on the benches in different worlds? No, they are the same. So you have access to stuff on worlds that you can't actually do anything with it. Like, we can't make gold steel on sticks, but you can technically unlock it. Oh, I did build a ramp here already. Oh, okay, cool. So we were over here before. I don't remember why, but obviously we were. Oh, I remember why. Because when I was trying to find the lava area, we came through this way. We came through and went up through there. That's why we had that unlocked. We should be fine out here, but it always sounds scary. Oh, it's a mammoth. I knew I heard something loud. It looks so weird. We're not going to mess with that right now. We don't need it. Mia's 12 going on 30. I can relate to that. My 12-year-old also feels like he's going on 30 sometimes. Forget about my 9-year-old. Or 10. She's 10 now. My 10-year-old going on 30. I had an absolutely stupid amount of blueprint points on my max level character that I play with my husband. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to see if I can get the achievement for unlocking everything on tier 1 and tier 2. And so I just went on like a spending spree of blueprint points on absolutely ridiculous things. And then we switched. Now we're playing on Prometheus. And so I need points for all the Prometheus things. Like, darn it. I just wasted them all on nonsense. Okay, so we are in the circle. Barely, but we're here. So we're gonna build... I mean, might as well build right here. There's no sense going deeper than we need to. Oops. Alright, so we're gonna put... this stuff up here. We want... oh, I didn't see my walls for a second. Not happy about that. Alright, we probably aren't going to have super great sunlight in here. I see the sun coming right through there, though. Coming down that way. Alright, we're just going to go here. We're not leaving this here, and I brought a... Can I go out this way? Probably. Might not have brought enough ramps for this to, or posts for this to be 2 stories, so hopefully that's not a problem. Also, I'm gonna go over this brick, which is not ideal. Structurally, I think this is going to be a problem. I might need to shift to somewhere where I can try to get this into the ground. Perhaps not make the entire thing. Let's try to put a roof on that and see what happens. Yeah, it's not liking it. It's not breaking. But it's not liking it. I mean, technically, as long as it doesn't break, I'm going to say we're probably fine. I just realized that I forgot to bring a door. So that's not great. It'll be fine. Okay, yeah, this floor doesn't like it either. So what we can do is just really quickly use some ramps to put extra support into the ground. Yeah, see, that solved that problem. Okay, because we had a cracking wall right there. Parts of the ceiling are still not great, but the ramps have helped stabilize it a bit. And now we can park the bird up there. I don't think the bird... well, maybe the bird doesn't want to be structurally on a cracking roof. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if standing on it makes a difference. Take the titanium. Everything else we've got on us. That's true. The ramp part doesn't have to go to the roof. Just from the ground would give it enough support. Okay, so... oh, I should have put the solar panels up while I was up there. That's fine. This is going to look ridiculous. We know it's going to look ridiculous. We don't care that it's going to look ridiculous. There we go. That can go there. We're going to see if we can cram this all in here. Come on. Nope, you had it. There we go. I'll move him inside if he fits. First, we got to get all this stuff in here and see if he's going to fit. Because if this is still too small, we might have an issue. Organic residue cleanser is going to go right here. I might need to move my door. And is this considered sheltered? Yes, it is. Okay, so we've got to get the chem bench. And the alteration bench into this building. Okay, we can jump through here. It's fine. None of this has to be technically hooked up to power, I'm noticing. It's giving me the check off even though it's not hooked up, so hopefully that's fine. 4 solar panels. Oop, hello. You gonna ignore me? You're gonna ignore me, I'm gonna ignore you. Boy, this. So we can pick all those things back up, I think. Or we can try it and see if it will let us get away with it. Okay. This is a lot like having the cement mixer. I felt the same way about the cement mixer. These missions give you certain things that just, you don't need them. Like they're not actually necessary. Okay. This might hurt, but we're gonna do it anyway. Ouch. It's fine. Alright, we're gonna drop the wire to here. And then we want it on the foundry. And we want it on the cleanser. Collect... Oh, we have to collect the crystallized miasma. Okay, so we have to collect at least a bit of it. We might need to hook up the chemistry bench as well. Let's go kill something. Or 2 somethings. There we go. The other one's leaving me alone? Okay. Each solar panel is 6. Oh, hello. Here I was thinking they were all going to leave me alone. Not so much. They're hungry. Apparently I was using my cold steel arrows. Didn't mean to do that, but okay. So yeah, we've got 24,000 power over there. Okay, so yeah, we made the stuff at home, but it is going to require us to make it here, which is fine. We are going to be taking some damage, but we've got a really high health bar. Was that a needler? Yep. Sure was. I'm not even going to bother with you. It's so much power. I think if I had to guess, this thing was written, like this mission was made before batteries. Because back before batteries, if you had so much stuff, like everything took power all of the time. Moto right there, but he should probably ignore me. All right, so let's make this. We got 22 of it, which is the perfect amount. Can we get to the foundry? We can reach the foundry. All right, let's put in our epoxy. Titanium, screws, all of that stuff. Yeah, if we take a look at our power network right now, we're making 24,000 power and using 2. But yeah, before, back in the day, everything that you hooked up would take the full amount of power. So like a foundry, I think, takes 2,500 power. You'd have to have a constant supply of 2,500 power clicked into this thing at all times. There was no batteries. There was no storing stuff. It was kind of crazy. Oh, I'm hurt. I forgot I needed to take a suture kit for this. Because, yeah, a water wheel and a battery. Well, not a water wheel because this isn't running water. But, like, a biofuel generator. That's what I made for the radar. So I have a biofuel generator, a portable one, and the radar. But yeah, 4 solar panels is ridiculous and so expensive. That cost me 120 electronics, which is a lot. It's a lot. Probably be doing other things while we're out here, but I'm fine keeping a low profile. So what I'm going to do is hook some of these solar panels up out at the base. We'll probably save some. It's an unnecessarily large amount of power. I'll put some at the main base. Right now we produce 8,000 power. And if I'm running just about like everything, I tend to use 5,000 or 6,000. So it'll end up like evening out. All right, so now we need to craft all these things. I don't see the need to collect extra parts. I might be missing something because this part's new to me. But once you have the tools, I guess, what does it take to repair one of these? So axe. So yeah, maybe it takes that to repair it. Yes, it does. Okay. So the distilled miasmic coating, having more of it is good because that's what it takes to repair these as they are broken. So here we go. We're going to craft this one. Oh, it's the throwing knives. I was like, wait, there's an extra thing here. And the sickle. So what we have left is... Oops, wrong thing. We currently have 43 distilled miasmic coating left over after making all of our tools. So that's pretty good. We need 30 acidic glands and 30 infected bark. Where is this pod? How far away is it? Okay. So we are going to take Long Island because Long Island has 44 glands already on him. So we brought those from home. It's more than enough. What? The mammoth is on top of the... What? The mammoth is just chilling on top of that big empty log. That's so funny. Okay. All right, so we're going to put this in here. And then we'll go get the bark to put in. So we just have to go cut down a tree. Pickaxe here. Or axe, regular axe. Alright, so that just gave us 56 infected bark from that one tree section. One tree section. That's wild. And each one of these infected bark is 5 epoxy. So we are bringing back thousands of epoxy right now. It does look, these tools do look really cool. Like, they look awesome. All right, so we need 30. Nope. 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right.
And we're done.
That's everything. You did it, and lived to tell the tale.
Yes,
Which
we
is
did.
more than a lot of folk can say. Because they're dead.
Because they're dead.
Cinetai more or less owns space. So it's smart to stay on their good side. Keep it up.
All right. So now we just have to take all this back. That was it. The entire, like, the bad part of this mission is how much it takes to build all of this stuff. To have all of the things in here. I'm leaving these behind, I don't care. That is why this mission is so difficult, because that took us 15 minutes, if that. Including the time it took us to get over here. The first time you did it took you 3 trips to the swamp. Yeah. I mean, that's the good part about the wiki, is I had already looked all of this up. Like, I knew exactly what we were going to need to bring. I had done the math. All right, can I reach these from up here? Oh yeah, I forgot about the solar panels. Oh, that'd be terrible. Losing a solar panel would probably make me cry. All right, what else can we fit on the bird? Because it's going to have to be something. Here we go. It only gives me 4 slots, which hopefully will be enough. Once you make the chemical component for the miasmic material, it does not hurt you. Correct. Once you've made it distilled, it is now safe to carry around. Can I reach these? Yeah. I'm just going to take these apart. If I can. Probably can't. Let me do the one. There we go. These will just stay here forever. So just to make it a little tidier, we'll take those down. The bark and yes, before something's processed, it hurts you. But the second you process it, it does not anymore. Okay. And just like that, we are done. That was good money. So let's take this home. And then, now the question is, what next? What do we want to do from here? We've got a couple of different options. Our next mission... I mean, we technically we still have the celebrity chef one. I haven't forgotten about the celebrity chef one. It's just a bit of a grind. It is a bit of a grind. However, we have most of the ingredients now, so that part wouldn't be nearly as bad as the first time we did it. We have the whole greenhouse, so technically that is an option. Oops. Yeah, okay, we missed it by a little bit. It's right there. We need to go here. Oh, this is deep water. All right. We are swimming in this water. So technically, chef mission is an option. We have the next one is the main story one. Or we don't have to do a mission at all, and we can go figure out the exotic deposits. Because we could do that as well. I know, right? This was crazy fast. But a lot of prep time. A lot of prep time. Ooh, hello. We've never been in here. Let's see if there's exotics in here. Well, no. Well, maybe. If there are exotics in here, I'd have to put them on the bird. There are exotics. Okay, so we're going to demonstrate the power of the Miasmic pickaxe on the exotics. You are coming further inside because if you die right now, I would probably cry. I need you. I need you. Okay, so normally you would get 27 exotics if you harvested this with like my normal titanium pick. I would get 27. Oh no! Well, that was a fail. All right, well, I immediately forgot to switch pickaxes, so bit of a fail there. So we got 10 noxious crust exotics. Less than we would have gotten. I forgot to switch over. That was my bad. So we got less than we normally would. However, this is going to turn into 50. So normally we'd get 27. We're going to get 69. It would have been more if I hadn't used the wrong pick. But that's still really good. So one exotic node is going to give us 69 instead of 27. And it would have been more if I had been paying attention. So we lost a little bit there, but that is okay. And that is the same for any ore that we do. Stone, iron, copper, everything else we do. I don't have it to switch anything else, but I am curious about what this miasmic sickle does, so we should do that. We find a plant to harvest. So yeah, I'm not going to grab anything else just because we're so bogged down, but we might go mining a bit. But yeah, stone everything will give you that coating and then, or crust rather, it'll give you that crust. And then that crust is 5 times however many you have. So at this point, once you have this, if you can survive the poisoning of it, if you can use a mount or a cart or whatever, you just end up with an absolutely ridiculous amount. Okay, so let's hop off. What happens if I harvest fiber with this sickle? Anything? My inventory's full, so no. That's my first mistake. Okay, you know what? We're going to test that when we get home. And we're not even heading towards home. Home is that way. But yeah, you saw how much bark we got. We got a ton of bark from that tree that we got. It's almost filled the bird, plus we had to send 30 away, so it's 30 more than what we have to show for it. And I left my organic residue cleanser at home plugged in so we can use it right away. Some of the stuff I might not bother putting back together immediately unless we need it. Oh, little lady got Long Dark. That is awesome. Long Dark is on sale right now for $3.49 US. I bought it for my husband. It's such a good price. 90% off. And it's the version that has the story and survival mode. The story is so good. I'm really excited for the final part of the story. Like, I want to play it over again just so I remember everything. Just in case I've forgotten how the story ended. I'm sure there'll be a recap before part 5 starts, but... it's such a good story. And then the second game looks really cool too. Black Frost, I think is the name of it. I'm pretty excited to see how that goes. Oh yeah, no spoilers. Is she gonna play the story? Alright, you can go on to wander. And do your thing. There's water out here. There's food out here. Oh, the sale. Yeah, I see. It's 90% off. They're testing some kind of pricing thing with Steam, so they said it's never going to be this low again. Oh, you saw the Steam activity. That's right. It shows there. I'll have to stalk her and find out. Maybe I can watch that to recap myself on the story. Alright, so building pieces can go in this box. This is kind of our go box. Yeah, we had all that wood. We could have gotten rid of the wood. This is all the stuff that was in my foundry, so it's a little bit of a mess. Chem bench in there. Alright, so we're going to take all of this, and then we're going to go fast. We're going to start taking damage from it. And we're going to... Actually, why are we not taking damage? There it is. I was like, we're not taking damage from it. Alright, so we're going to put all the bark in, and we're going to put the exotics in. We're going to start the exotics first. And yeah... 5 exotics per one of these. It's so good. We'll add this in here. So we've got some exotics to send off. I'm going to put all the extra workbenches and stuff just in here for now. Eventually, I will set them all up, but probably not right now. That's everything, right? We took everything off of Long Island. Yes, I'm going to take the saddle off just for safety's sake. In case Long Island decides to run off and join the circus on us. Lippy, I love you, but not this much. Can you please move? Lippy, come on. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Okay. That can go there. Let's go test something with a sickle. It might need to be like a food item. There's carrots that grow out here, though. Yeah. Okay, so Thorned is just the way that they say that this has extra time. So 50% time before spoiling. It works pretty much the same as the cold steel one. So nothing exciting. Nothing too exciting. Alright, we'll put all this stuff away. How are Daisy and Toby? They're doing good. The pricing is really weird, and honestly, at that price, you're better off just buying it again for $350 than paying to add the version that you don't have. A couple years ago, they split the game up so that it would be, you could buy just survival or just story or the two together for the Long Dark. But because of the sale, like if you only own one or the other, you're just better off spending $350 to buy the whole game again and get the combo than to buy the half that you don't have. If you wanted the other version. But yeah, I wouldn't buy, like, to finish it. Unless you needed the DLC, then of course that's separate. But if you have survival and want to play the story, just buy it for $350. It's gonna work out better that way, even though it's repetitive. I would hope it wouldn't mess anything up by having 2 copies. That is a good point because I'm not sure how the game presents itself that way. I also put this thing in. This allows me to see what my water and electricity supplies are like right from the wall. So that's where I can see we have 8,000 supply. We're using 5,500. My batteries right there are fully charged. Put this here. So yeah, our epoxy problems are solved. We were having a tough time with epoxy for a bit, but that is a thing of the past. I definitely don't need these carrots for anything, so I'm going to stick them out here to turn into fertilizer. Fertilizer is good for making gunpowder. I rarely even use my fertilizer on my plants. I just use it to make gunpowder. Here we go. I bet me and my hubby have a pretty awesome game going. We do. He is the builder. I'm not a builder. I'm not a builder, which is my house is basically just a big rectangle, which is fine. I'm happy with it. It does everything I need it to do. And honestly, this is more of an elaborate rectangle than I ever would have made, probably, ever. But his builds are crazy. Yeah, 489 of your Kiwi dollars, that's not bad. Fertilizer still takes charcoal. A scanning mission or a mining mission. Don't really care about either of those. So yeah, celebrity chef or the next story. We're only halfway through stream. I don't know. I don't think I have the things crafted, but we could look into making the stuff for the exotics. Because I need, in order to harvest them, this thingy. An exotic harvester. If we're going to set up out there and harvest from that red tree. We've never done this before. And what we can do is take the chef mission and then work on this at the same time. Like, the chef mission just runs in the background. And because I have my freezer, it probably wouldn't even take that long. So we could take that one, get it over with. What does it pay? Is it worth doing the chef one again? Let me see what the payment is. Because if the payment's not good, yeah, 600 ren's not bad. 100 exotics, not super necessary. But yeah, already having my greenhouse, I think the chef mission will actually be done pretty quickly. And I still have my giant piece of paper that tells me exactly what I need of everything. We need 1,000,000 berries, 340 berries, 60 saltwater fish, 40 freshwater fish, 170 flour, 80 yeast, 60 carrots, 60 mushrooms, and 60 soybeans. Soybeans is what I have written down here. So that's all we would need. It sounds like a lot less. Sounds like a lot less now that we already are established than it did when I first dropped in. Because I did this chef mission partially on stream. Partially not, with a drop-in mission. I picked the traps up out of the lava. They were so far out there. To get saltwater fish, we will put them... Which one are we closer to? This one? I mean, it's probably 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other at this point. We would have to come and put them into a swamp. It's closer than having to go all the way through and back over to here. Every time I wanted to pick them up, that would be crazy. They spoil pretty quickly. They spoil pretty quickly. If you put them in the brine ring pools, it catches all the fish. Are these brine rings? I don't know what brine ring pools are. I don't know what that means. I know like the lava area and the swamps are salt water, and this Arctic water and this water is fresh water. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, here. Where we had it for the mission. Right. Okay. So yeah. That is ridiculously far away. Ridiculously far away. Prohibitively far away. So we'll be putting it in the swamp for sure. It'll be a lot faster too though, because I have we have 6 advanced fishing traps. So we'll be able to knock out the fish part of this really quickly. And we have the freezer. Last time we didn't have access to a freezer. So, I mean, I need 40 saltwater fish and I already have 18. Oh, my water got down pretty low, actually. Ice in there. So yeah, I think we have one out in the water already. Getting to the places to... Whoa, hello. This is not tall enough. Their little heads stick through. It's so cute. I'm going to pet you from up here, Pina Colada. I'm going to pet you from my balcony. It's so funny. So funny. All right, well, let's just knock this one out.
Unio got a job. As long as you're getting them what they want, Unio have got your back. Just don't disappoint them. Unio only care about one thing. Power. But at least they're consistent.
Okay, so we need to make 30 wine, 30 berry jam, 40 fruit salad, 20 crumbled saltwater fillets, 20 saltwater sashimi, and then for the other one, we need 30 beer, 30 bread dough, 40 soybean stir fry, 20 fish pie, and 20 freshwater fillet curry. The stairs are in the way from doing it inside, I think. Pretty sure they're in the way. All right, let's sleep till tomorrow because we can. And then let's take a look at what we can do here. So we're going to need 60 glass bottles. We have 12 glass jars here. We're going to need 30 glass jars. So let's start with that. And I don't have any of those unlocked. Well, I have the jars unlocked. Where is glass bench? Right here. Glass bottle. We're going to need more glass. For sure. Do I have any cooking? Nope. Nope. Obviously nope. Put this in here. My base looks so naked without these pieces back, but until I need them, it's not worth messing with. Alright, so we're gonna make some extra glass. We'll do that. Did we actually make this exotics thingy or no? No, we didn't. Okay, so we need 10 platinum ingots, which would be up here. Here we go. And craft this. I doubt I have floor torches unlocked. I don't like them. Because you have to fill them. So they're kind of a waste. I kind of forget about lights because the lantern's just there. Like, it's on my hip. I don't have to worry about it. So the thing is with the radar, I'm not sure. I think that there are still purple exotics on this map. Like, we know that the one we found over here is a red exotic, which means it's going to take this ring that we're making. It's going to take this thing. But if we find purple exotics, Then we're going to need the other thing. This thing. The electric extractor. So I'm not sure what we're going to find when we find some of these other ones that exist out there. All right, that's doing its thing. Let me make sure I have everything growing out here. We've got berries. We've got soybeans, mushrooms, carrots, yeast we have, flour we're gonna need. So that's everything, yeah. That's everything. Flour, yeast, carrots, mushrooms, and soybeans. Now we have a whole row over here of unused crop plots, plus this one. So I'm actually going to grab my seeds and plant extra plants of these ones that I know that we're going to use. So we're going to want more wheat for sure. We're going to want more soybeans, mushrooms, carrots, and yeast. Right? Berries? Well, I guess berries too. We need 340 berries. Berries, wheat, yeast, carrots, mushrooms, soybeans. Okay. I mean, it might even be worth crafting a couple of extra crop plots to fill in these spots. That's why I made this bigger than it needed to be, because I figured for something like this, we can just plant extra. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could fill that in with 4 more crop plots, would finish out this entire row. Which we should be able to do. Do we have enough dirt? No, we do not. Okay, so if we get enough dirt, we can do that. Let's do that. Shovel. We're gonna need sulfur and wood. I don't know how much, so we're just gonna get a bunch and throw it in there. And then, oh, can I dig? Okay, can I dig dirt from my little I totally can. I totally can. I hate when shows kill off main characters or favorite characters. All right, yeah, that's enough. Let's make 5. This is why this is the limit of my base size, because this little corner ended up in the dirt, and I left it because I knew that this corner was going to be the foundry, which is stupidly large. So I figured no one will ever know it's here. I still have to finish Bridgerton Season 3 before Season 4 comes out. I have catching up to do. All right, let's take these 5. I'm gonna leave that stuff in there for now. The dirt out here for making more fertilizer. And then... come on, snap in there. Why are you guys freaking out? Making noises? Okay. That I can handle. All right, so we need, the most that we need is berries and flour. So we're going to put extra berries right here. And then 1, 2, 3. Flour. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves me with 5 extra slots. So let's do some yeast. I know I didn't leave enough slots here, but once I get enough berries or whatever it is, we'll swap them out again. So I'm going to leave all these seeds in this box, or I mean, it's a composter, but they'll be fine in there. Nothing's going to happen to them. But just so I know, these are the ones we need to kind of keep up with. I'm going to leave them right there for now. We're going to put this away. Slightly broken, but I haven't hooked up my foundry yet, so it is what it is. I'm using my cold steel knife right now, 36 to 38. That's extra poison damage, but less yield. So I'm not going to use the miasmic knife. We're going to store it. I'm not going to use the miasmic sickle. I'm just going to stick to my other one so I don't have to bother switching the thing off. I am going to keep both. I'm going to put the axe away. Using the axe is going to be like something I go on a specific mission for. But using the pickaxe, I might want at any given moment. So I'm going to keep my miasmic pickaxe on me all the time and my regular one. But I'm not going to carry the miasmic axe around because that's going to specifically be like, oh, I'm going to need more epoxy. Let me go on a mission to get epoxy. Not just a casual, oh, I'm out and about, I want to get something. Compared to like, we might be out and about and find some exotics and want to use the pick to get them, even if I risk being poisoned the whole way home. So that's how we're going to carry these around. That'll be the plan there. Let's check the glass. Okay, so I need 30 beer and 30 wine, which is 60 of these. I can only make 20. We're going to need a lot of silica. We are going to need a lot of silica. Got everything from in here. I'm not sure if I have any more in this box. I do. We'll just take it all. We will take it all, slowly turn all of that into glass. That still might not be enough, but it is better than nothing. All right, let's put our electricity tool away. I don't need to be carrying that on me at all times. We'll put our seed bag away. The saddest thing happened, guys. This was a couple times ago. Like, it wasn't in between these last two streams. It was a while ago. But I was trying to do the thing where I took my seed bag out. It was the time that I redid this, I think. But I took my seed bag out. And maybe I was trying to open it. Regardless, I hit drop at some point. Or I dragged and dropped it. So it fell down. And it was gone. It was not here. I took the floor out. I even broke down the boxes because I took the floor out. It had all of my seeds in it. Everything in it. And I was so upset that it was gone. And I was about to make a new one, so I came upstairs to make myself a new pouch. And it was right here. So for whatever reason, it popped up through the floor when I did that. And I only noticed it because I came up here to make a new bag. It was after the seed update. But it was up here. I was like, oh, thank goodness. I was so upset that I'd lost hundreds of my seeds. All of my plants. But yeah, we got them back. It's all good. We have the obsidian pick, yeah. But if I was going to go get silica to do that, I'm going to use the miasmic one so I get all the extra silica that I can bring home. Let's grab this thing. We can make electric extractors. I might need an extra... I mean, I guess I can do it with a solar panel. I might need an extra generator if I'm going to make a bunch of these things. Because right now I have a generator that goes with the radar. So I can use that generator to set up this thingy on the exotics to harvest them. If I'm out there. But if I do find whatever one is in the lava or find another one that we want to do the thing. That it might be worth already having these. I don't know. We can work on identifying them maybe. And then go from there. I don't think there's anything we can really work on right now for this. I need other things, though, that I don't have written down. I might have written my totals out in between, like when I already had some done, because I need watermelons, and I don't have that listed. We need reed flowers, which I do have. Okay, good. We have the reed flowers. I gotta get my bees going, that they give the buff. We've got plenty of bees. I know you can put 2 on the purple. Can you put 2 on the red? Like these rings? I didn't think you could, because I thought this went around the tree. I know you can put 2 on the purple ones. And those ones go in your, like, cargo slot, so you can't carry 2 of them around unless you use a mount to do it. Health bar. Just the 1 ring? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought it was just 1 ring. So I guess while this is all growing and stuff, let's go see about... Are you good? You're good. Are you good? You're just taking a nap? You're good? Okay. Let's go see about setting up this exotic situation. Because I'm very curious about that. Okay, we've got all this. We'll end up going to the outpost and then backtracking. Oh, I left you on wander. And stay. That is what you're going to be switched to. I am going to do the beehive additions as soon as I can unlock them. That might be another thing that I bring one of my other Oh no! Oof. Ouch. Sorry, buddy. That might be another thing that I bring another character in to make for me. It's just one more thing that I can't afford yet. But yes, I want the beehive extensions for sure. Or I should charge my lantern. Probably should have grabbed new food. There are a lot of probablys happening here. But we've come too far. It's fine. Everything is fine. I have stuff out there at the outpost, so it's not that big of a deal. They make so much honey. I saw my ramp from a distance. There it is. Like, I know I saw it. Yeah, having all the extensions on the beehive is really good because it will, like, the queen bee will produce new worker bees. I had to extend this ramp because the moa can squeeze past this, but the horse cannot. The horse could not make it. So I had to make that a little bit wider. Hopefully I'm not about to regret this, but I feel pretty good about this trip now, like this run through all of this, because I've done it so many times now. And we're not going to go all the way into the lava, although I guess we could. That is where the closest other exotic thingy is. We could go radar and see if we can find that a little bit closer. Come on. Hey, the pie, good to see you. You couldn't play on Shamoa? I know, you need your buffalo in your cart. Also, these jumps a lot harder on the horse. It was doable. I could do it, but it was not as easy. Oh yeah, I would need a crazy amount to mine all this thing out. There's so much platinum right here. There's actually not a lot of ore that I'm missing or short on because I got my deep mining drills set up so early in this game that even things like titanium, I have... Whoa, sorry buddy, I didn't turn with the ramp. I have so much of it, it's crazy. so much stuff. I killed, like, I think I needed 25 or 30 of these drifters. I had like 120 kills on them by the time I was done. It is slightly absurd. There is like a trail marker system too. I know you have to use it for the null sector things. I think we want to be right here, maybe? The fact that I can sort of navigate this place now is crazy. Not even so much this part, but from my outpost to the exit to the swamp over there, like that whole section of the basalt. That will be wild. Yeah, we're on track. We want to be this way, though. I think. I have a ramp around here somewhere. Thought. Maybe not. This is an easy drop. It's supposed to go that way, I think. It worked out. It worked out. Sneak through here. Don't need to be wasting my lantern. The last time we did the chef mission, it was like a huge problem because I didn't have soybeans. I'd never even been to this whole basalt expansion section to find soybeans. So that was a quest and a half. And here we are. Did I leave my ramp down? No, of course I didn't. Did I bring ramps? Nope, sure didn't. All right, looks like you are coming in the house with me. Actually, you know what? I have ramps right here. I left ramps here. All right, I changed my mind. Out of the house. I changed my mind. An extra charger. Oh, like the battery charger? You have no food or water. That is not surprising. Let's give you some water. That'll be enough. Let's take this down just so you're safe up there. Perfect. You mean one of these? Yeah, I made one of these for the outpost for sure, because I was using a ton of this. And we need to refill my water. Eventually, you know what I should have done was brought the residue cleaner, because I'm going to set that up in here, is the goal. It's not a lot of food. Oh, I shouldn't have taken the ramps down. That was silly. Because I can put food up there for him. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I can at least give you a little bit of food. Drink it if you choose. Alright, that is charged. Oops, wrong slot. Okay, so what we need from here is... I'm gonna grab... Actually, you know what? We can't do the radar and do the harvester at the same time because I only have the one generator with me. What on earth is happening out there? Alright, we're just gonna stay back here. They figured it out amongst themselves. We're gonna leave them alone. Eventually we'll have to deal with that boar. But other than that, it'll be fine. Did they notice me? Is that what's happening here? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I should have brought a solar panel. I left home without a solar panel. I also left home without my battery. I could take one of these things down, honestly. I could take one of these down to run the radar takes... Oh, I left it in the box. The radar, I think, takes 2,000 power. But I don't think this exotic harvester does. So I think I could set up a windmill with the exotics harvester. Let me see. Yeah, this takes 1,500 power. These produce 1,750. And the radar takes only 1,000, actually. So yeah, we could bring the generator along with us if we wanted to do the radar thing. Nothing in here takes enough power to really need 2 solar panels. Or 2 windmills, rather. So let's take that down. Yeah, out here I use the cold steel. I use obsidian if I'm going into the cold, into the ice, because that's fire damage, which they're weak to, and then I just have aluminum arrows that I keep with me in general. But yeah, I mean, technically I've been using cold steel this whole stream because I forgot to switch back. But the things out here, at least the bad things, I don't think it matters for the Drax and stuff, obviously, but the bad things are weak to the frost damage, so they're really good out here. Lighting them on fire is good too. I have to be really careful with lighting myself on fire with things. I also haven't determined yet if lighting things on fire produces a... Like, can I start a forest fire by lighting a boar on fire? Because if that's a thing, I might be in trouble. Alright, let's head back up here. So somewhere up here... somewhere up here. So K2 bottom right. So it's like right in here somewhere is where we found that thing. Unfortunately you can't save and quit, but now that we're over here, I will... Like, you can't save and reload easily, but I'll show you what happened briefly from a distance. I killed the thing right here, and that's the path. See that path right in front of me? I was like, oh, does that go all the way across? I think it does. If we're over here when the stream ends, I will go over there and trigger him, and then just, like, Alt F4 the game like I did last time. Or technically I did escape. I just was like, escape, put to desktop, super fast. If we're in this area and near it at the end of stream where I wouldn't have to try to load back into the game, we can do that. We can trigger him and then abort mission. I'm not set up to process this yet. I just want to get it kind of set up. He's the path to the null sector? Yeah, that's fun. He's fun. He looks like a fun time. This time I would quit before he jumped out at me. Like, I had a moment there where we could see him and we were like, oh, that's really cool. Look at him down there. And then I realized he could jump out. So I could show you guys carefully and just abort mission. Here it is. Abort mission before we deal with the thing. You track notice from that? Okay, no. All right, so we're going to deploy this thing. And it, like, goes up to this plant, I guess. I've never done this before. That decent enough? No. Oh, maybe? Yes. Here we go. Okay, so this is going to pull 2 per minute. And I don't know how often we're going to have to come change this thing out. I want to see it. Okay, so then you get 1 volatile raw exotic. We're taking 1 home with us. Just for funsies, so I can see what it's all about. Okay, so that's going. I didn't put a beacon on it, unfortunately, but it's a pretty memorable spot. So we know what it's all about. Let's go try to do the radar scan. Oh, you're nearly dead. Something got you. Ooh, the Drac. And you won the fight. Okay. Yeah, let's go do a radar scan on the other side of the lava cave and see if we can figure out where that one is over there. And see what it is. I assume it's a red one. I assume that it is a red one, but I have no actual knowledge of that. Like, I don't know if it's possible to get something else out here. I don't know if it's like purple in the grasslands and red out in this area. I am not quite sure how that will work. So we're gonna have to play it by ear and investigate. We're gonna learn new things. Hey, Brent, good to see you. We are going to leave Long Island on the house. We're not going to bring him through because I don't want to deal with him when we're doing the radar scan. With my luck, this radar scan is going to be terrible. All of the other ones were super lame, nothing exciting, downright boring. And I'm going to go to do this one and it's going to be like, oh, hello, this is the worst thing ever. So actually, when we go home, we'll probably pack it with us. Now that I'm thinking about it. We'll pick up more of those red ones on the way. This is why I want the cleanser on this side. So this base, I should have brought it with me. We're going to bring solar power and we're going to bring the cleanser over here so that we can cleanse these exotics from here. I'm also probably going to make one of those orbital exchange boards for over here. And then I can just call a pod to send the exotics to the station right from this outpost. Is kind of the plan. I know, right? This was going to be lava polar bears. Yeah, for real. All right, we've got the radar, we've got the fuel, we've got the generator, and we've got our wiring tool. Our bow is a little bit low for me, so I'm going to repair it real quick. Thank you, repair station. And now let's go. Hey, little lady, good to see you. I did have a good weekend. I hope you did as well. Here we go. Hey, Brant, did I say hello? Can't remember now. I know I saw you, but I was doing something, so I can't remember if I said hello or not. Apologies if I didn't. I'm going to stay to the left. Yeah, I remember when we got the stone jaws in the swamp on that radar mission, they were so scary. But hunting them out in the lava area, the only thing that I really hated hunting out here were those stupid things that had like sloth claws for hands and stood up on 2 legs. Because they were smart enough to dodge. Like, they would dodge to the side to avoid your bullets or your arrows. And it was terrifying, and I don't like them. I don't like things that move like that. Yeah, the stalkers. I don't like the things that move that way. I might not enjoy those. Oh, are you gonna do the... You're gonna try the Long Dark first, lady? It's such a good story. I was just saying I might want to try, like, do the story again just for funsies before it comes out at the end of the year. If I set this radar up and it's nothing but drakes, I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, so what we want to do is come to, like, right here and do a scan. I maybe should have slept through the night before trying to do this. I know, it was such a low price. I bought it for my husband. I have no idea if he's ever going to play it, but for $3.50, I had to do it. I was like, you know what? I have to. I have to. And I think I saw something that implies that their second game, their new game, is going to be multiplayer. So if I can get him hooked on the idea of the first game, then he might play the other one with me. That's the theory. I'm really excited for the end of the story, though. I respect that they're trying to take their time with it because, like, I'm excited, but so is everyone else. Like, the expectations on them for this last part of the story are high. Very high expectations. So, I think it was supposed to be out last year, and then they said maybe early this year, and now it's end of the year this year. But as long as they end up delivering a solid product in the end, I am okay with it. And yeah, difficulty is super customizable. The good part about the story, too, is it's not as brutal. Like, survival mode is permadeath. You lose your character, you lose everything. Game over. But, story mode is not like that. You just die and reload a little bit back and get back on it. So it's not nearly as bad. Okay, so we are just about where I want to be to do this. I think... Oh, look! A drake! God, I hate you just on principle. In the entire time that I was hunting these things, I never once found a single drake on this side of the cave. Everything I found was over here in this stretch. Never once did I see, in all the running back and forth and the hunting and the fishing traps, not one time was there one of these suckers on this section. And now they're everywhere. All right, so what we're gonna do is build up on top of this rock. That is my go-to out here, is to situate myself. No, I fell down. Oh, crap. Maybe, like, to the side would be a better way to do this. Come on, give me a side angle. Yeah, I don't think this counts as structurally sound. Ready to scan. If you're too close to one of your other scan circles, it'll come up and say, like, too close to circle or whatever it says. Alright. Nope, it would help if I put the biofuel in that. Alright, so this will trigger even, like, the redbacks to come for us. Technically. But, like, look how fast the scan is. It's crazy. Yeah, we've got a spider coming in. Actually, no, the spider is fighting the drac. Oh, no, lava. That's a stone thingy. Now that guy's getting involved in it. So far, we're totally safe up here. You'll get technically you'll get achievements, like Steam achievements for the Long Dark customized, but there's like an in-game achievement system that you'll earn like special perks for stuff like, oh, setting 100 fires or whatever. Those don't count. Oh yeah, see, scan complete. Nothing even attacked us. Ooh, okay. This is new. This is new. Okay, so I guess we were close enough that now it gave us the actual marker. That's really cool, actually. So I didn't know that. I've never done it. So if you're close enough, it'll give you the exact location. There's something over there. Can I just land on this? Yes. All right, what are you? Oh, you're one of those terrifying things. Yes, you are. I hate you. See what I mean? He dodges the strikers. You dodge. We don't like you. You're terrifying. They're not even that bad. I mean, they hurt a lot if they hit you because they have these giant claw hands. But I just don't like the way they move. Let's drop this crust. We don't want that. Alright, now let's see if we can find this thing. Yep, there it is. There it is. Alright, cool. Now what's fun is that that marker will stay on the map, so we can come back out here when we have a second ring and set up on that one as well. So yeah, that's how the scanner works. I was prepared for like big scary attack and it's like nothing. I think technically that little striker thingy was coming to attack us because at one point it did have... Oh look, is that another Drake? Yes it is. I knew these things were going to be everywhere the second I didn't need them anymore. Killing this one on principle. Is that another one? It is another one. And there's another one right there. Are you kidding? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh yeah, I'm really hungry. Oh yeah, good call. Thank you. Thank you. They are on the level with hook hands. I would say yes, level with hook hands. All right, cool. So we should craft a second one of those rings and maybe another windmill. We could move the windmills off of the outpost. So bring a solar panel for the outpost's main power source and use those two windmills that we already have. These guys are totally blocking my way now. Use the windmills that we have for these rings. And this is why we're going to want to be able to get our mount to this side of the lava. Because that's going to be a whole lot of poisonous exotics that we'll have to carry with us in our pockets to get back through the cave. It's doable, especially if you have health potions or enough health bar. You can totally do it. But it's just easier to have something to put it on. So yeah, that's how that works. I was so prepared for them to be terrifying, and they're just not. Like, the scanning is not scary at all. So at some point we gotta go do the swamp on the other side too. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll bring the scanner home with me instead of leaving it out here, because now we found there's only 3. We found the 2 that are over here, and based on these scans, the third one Yeah, I mean, I guess this one could be referring to out this way too. But there should be one around here, and I think that's going to be it. I think there's only 3 at a time. If I remember correctly. And then once we mine them out, then it will start, they'll get replaced somewhere else on the map. And you can start the scanning thing all over again. Where am I? Oh yeah, no, we're good. Wait, is this the right cave or is this the wrong side? That's the wrong side. This is the cave we want. No, it's not. Oh, we turned and went the wrong way completely. Okay. We're gonna blame the dark for this. We're gonna blame the dark for this. Collection drones would be so handy. Here it is. Found it. First try. First try. We'll stop in. We will sleep in our outpost, and then we will head back to process some of the red exotics. We'll stop off and pick up what we can. Then it'll keep running. I don't know how many we'll get. Like, it's got that many slots on it, and it'll run, you know, 2 per minute or whatever, but I don't know how long. Like, I don't know how many we'll get. On a purple one, you'll get a couple hundred. I think I got like 300 on a purple one. Nope, wrong. Wrong way. Also wrong way. What? Here we go. Again, first try. I'm excited to go back to Planet Crafter. There's a new update where you go to the moon. So instead of like the DLC where you go to a whole other planet. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the scary noises happening over here. And there's a DLC for Planet Crafter where you go and do a whole other planet. But now it's going to be your same planet, so you have all of your stuff. You can transfer stuff back and forth. And just be working from a moon. Alright, so I'm going to take the radar with us so we can maybe use it out there. I'm going to leave these ramps behind. They can stay. I'm going to leave the beacon. The biofuel. Take the rotten meat with me. What is making the noises out here? It's terrifying. Are we on water? Oh, still mostly full. Oh, I put the ramps away before I got the bird down. Okay, ramps back. I'm going to leave the electricity tool here. This is my Outpost electricity tool. I'm going to leave that behind. How you doing, buddy? Doing good. I just pet you with a ramp in my hands. That looked a little silly. I know, the campfire thing to sleep is a little silly. I could build an air conditioner for this place. I wonder if I should put the beacon over here. I don't think we need to. Alright, let's get out of here. We'll pick up what we can on the way by. Hey, Lunas, good to see you. Oops. Crashing because I'm looking at chat. There's a lot of these guys. This way. this way. The AC does work for sleeping. Yeah. If you're climate controlling the place, it'll work. Alright, now how did we get up there? What was our method? This way first. This way first, and then around. Probably should have put the beacon on this one, but we'll be fine. We will figure it out. Doing the scan in the swamp might be a little bit more difficult because I don't think it'll be as easy to, like, build yourself up to a safe zone. Alright, we're gonna kill this guy so we can get past easily. The kill cam does not like these spider crabs. They do not work super well for the kill cam. Honey rabbits. On the wrong level? Oh, it's over there. We passed it. The windmill does make it a little bit more obvious, although I ran right past it. Okay, yeah, see, so this thing was nearly full already. They only stacked to 10. That's not great. That is not ideal. Come on, let me... It's hard to land on this thing, to like select this thing. Why did you move so fast like that? Oh, I turned you off. That's why. Oops. Kept that one on my pocket. Alright, let's go home for now. We need to go up this way. Towards our green cave beacon. I should be able to sneak past these guys. The debuff you get if those guys land one of those bombs on your head is not good. It doesn't last very long. It's only like a minute or something, but it's a huge debuff. I know, that'd be sad if I left. If I left with it turned off. There is our ramp. Whee! We'll bring a beacon. We have extra beacons around. The debuff from a tree falling on your head is like 30 minutes. Yeah. Because there's a medication for that, so they want you to make the... They want you to make the cure. Alright, let's get out of here. I do a little bit of mining, but I don't think it's really necessary. And the bird's already kind of full. I think we only had, what, one inventory slot left? Maybe two? It's funny how the majority of the medications in the game just aren't really that needed anymore. I remember way back when it first came out, you would need things like the blood thinning ones, and like they were just... The stuff that happened to you seemed a lot more common and a lot more troublesome than now. I rarely need anything unless it's the poison pill if I'm going to be fighting cave worms. And like health tonics and stuff. But other than that, it's not even worth bothering with most of the medications. All right, our glass jars should be done. Well, not the jars, but the glass to make them. Come on. That's my next base upgrade that I need to make. I need to change over to an electric kitchen. So we'll probably do that since we're working on the chef mission. Work on the electric stove and get that up and running. It'll be a real time saver compared to having to swap out biofuel cans all the time. I like used to get like infections more often. It was a big thing. There is our ramp. This is the bad section of ramp. Let's go slowly so we don't kill Long Island. We don't want to harm you, little buddy. Oh, yeah, we'll just put you away. It'll be fine. And in you go. You can go back on, not follow, wander. Close this. Take off your saddle. Everyone blocking the door. Daiquiri might be stuck in this corner. I've had to move that ranching bench before because Clodsworth got stuck on it. Okay, so it looks like each one of these is 2 exotics. So we got 45 of them. So we'll get 90 red exotics, if I'm looking at this correctly. So it's not as good of a return as like the other things that give you 5. The purple exotics from the cave behind my base haven't respawned in a while. The cave respawns of exotics haven't seemed to come up ever since the time a stream or two streams ago maybe, where we came in and the whole cave had respawned with the ore but not the exotics. We haven't had any exotic respawns since then. Okay, yeah, so 2. Like the other one, but red. Okay, so this is really cool. So we'll have a lot of red right now. I think I have 150 right now. The red exotics are just a currency in the store. And most of the things added with the New Frontiers DLC require red exotics to purchase. So that'll be that. Let's do our glass. Get jars going. That is a lot of glass. Okay, so we have 12. They really only stacked to 12? What a weird number. Okay, and I need 60 of them. So we're going to make 40 more. And then I think I need iron in order to make the other kind. And I need 30 jars. We're going to need 30 iron ore. Red sell for more. So if you want to use if you want to sell them to get, oh, perfect. 30. That's how many I need. If you want to sell the reds to get more of the Ren, which is the yellow currency, then they sell for more. That's cool. All right, that worked out perfectly. So that's going to be our jars. What is it going to take me to make an electric stove? And do I even have that unlocked on this character? I do. Okay, so 20 aluminum. Oh, that's not bad at all. We have that. We can do this right now. Good thing I made glass. We have just enough glass left to do this. 20 aluminum and 10 composites. Well, 4 more composites. 20 aluminum. Let's just grab a new stack of composites. And then we're going to do the electric stove. The marble kitchen bench is also an upgrade over what we've got out there. 100 stone. I don't think we have that. But yeah, 50% crafting speed. We'll get that one set up later. So the medicine bench will go away. The medicine bench is replaced by the chemistry bench. Everything that you would make here is made over there. So we're going to get rid of that. So I'll probably keep the... Well, I don't know. See, I don't love this 3 right in front of the doorway. It feels rather cramped. So I might move it to this side and go like 1, 2, 3 and put the fish bench over here. So it opens up this corner a little bit. Although the freezer, I like the freezer being near it. I might be just overthinking this. Shocking, I know. Oh, we're gonna go put the other stuff in the bench that I'm carrying so I have space. I do not need to make my bone into epoxy anymore. But it gets it out of my pocket, so I'm going to. I am going to. Alright, let's see. That can go in here. I'll put that in there too, and the generator. This is the wrong thing. I'm like, why isn't anything happening? As I need this thing. Alright, we're gonna put it in there. Yeah, we've got a spare beacon here already. Yeah, the whole thing could be over here. I can also move this door. Like, this door doesn't have to be right there. Into the animal pen. Also move the freezer. We've got options here. These two don't even have to be here, really. No, the bone isn't used for fertilizer. It would be cool if it was. It would make sense for it to be. Like, that would be a logical thing for it to be. I feel like if we're going to be doing electricity, we should just fix everything. So, let's do that. Alright, we're going to want to take out this floor piece. This floor piece. And this floor piece. At the very least. I might need more than that. But I think that that should let us fix what we're dealing with. Where is that power coming from? Is it this one? I think it is this one. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. Alright, let's get all the benches put back where they go. Might not do the furnaces right now. This needs to go to the other base, so we're going to leave that alone. The foundry needs to come back. The chemistry bench needs to come back. So the foundry, giant beast, goes right here. Okay. Now, it doesn't just snap back onto the power, which is kind of sad. We're going to snap that power off, plug that back in. It'd be really nice if you could put something back where it was and have the power snap right back to it. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Okay. Perfect. What all is in here? I wonder if I can fit all 3 of these. No, I'll leave that for now. They're fine the way they are. Oh, did I grab the stove? No, it did not. Alright, so we're going to take everything out of here, including that. Now, hopefully this will just come off. Good, okay. So sometimes what happens is, like, if I were to take one of these pieces out, it's like they snap together, so all of them will fall apart. Fixing that water line is going to be difficult, because now I'm not sure. Although I think... I don't have my water tool on me. Let's go get it. Oh, I need to make a new water tool too. Darn it. My water tool is also on my other character. I thought I made them their own set, and I think maybe I did, but I got confused because my main character took everything over to the Outpost. So I've got a water and electricity tool over there, and then I had a water and electricity tool over here, and I made them, like, my building characters just holding on to it, which normally would be fine because I don't really do much water or, like, building and rearranging of things with this character. Okay, so we want this here. We're gonna get rid of that line. We're going to put the stove. See how it, like, tries to snap but can't because of the angle? So that's gonna be annoying. I don't want you to snap to that. I don't want to take all of this apart just to fix this problem either. And I might have to... Like, the angle is not quite right. It might even be this beam here that's causing the problem. So, to solve the problem temporarily, we're going to stick this over here. I don't love it. Or maybe right here will be a little bit less annoying to unwire and rewire later. I know that is still really annoying. Alright, that's going to come up too far, so we don't like that. And this... That's not going to stay there, so it's not going to bug me too much. You can't actually see it. I never really cared about this, but I decided to try to care about this in this game because I know you guys were going to see it, and it does look really bad the other way. Oh yeah, I'm really hungry again. So bad at that. It's a good thing that in this game, if you get to the point where the game is telling you to eat, you cannot miss it. It's so obvious. Perfect. Okay, so let's put this biofuel thing back in here. We have lots of extra biofuel cans at this point. So I'll rearrange all of this later, but for now, this is here. It's hooked up. These can go back to living in here. Let's cook up these steaks. So this is so much faster. We don't have to worry about anything. It's fantastic. I love it. Stick that in there. But yeah, when I go play on my Sticks world now, my wires are going every which way, straight through the floor, in through the windows. They're everywhere. And now they annoy me so much. Every time I see them, I'm like, ugh, why did I do this to myself? Why did I do that? I'm gonna salt these as soon as they're done so I can keep them on me. Perfect. All right, let's put our stove over here in our extra stuff box. And then all of this stuff Let's take all of it. I'm gonna put this and this in there. They belong in there. Everything else goes in here. Some leather in there. These are... We refreshed our arrows by that, just accidentally. I know. I need to put some rugs down to try to cover it up, because it's bad. Alright, let's take all of our jars over here. Because berry jam... Where's the berry jam? I know it's in here. It's just gonna be my blind spot. Honey, strawberry jam, kiwi fruit. I know I'm losing my mind in here though. Like, berry jam is in here. Why is berry jam not in here? Wait, that's not a stove recipe. Have I not unlocked it? I probably haven't unlocked it on the tech tree. Darn it. Oh, this is gonna set me back on tech points for sure. That's what it is. I don't have it unlocked. I'm gonna need bread dough as well. Yeah, that explains it. Is it a tier 1 thing? Where's the first kitchen bench? Actually, it would have to be after glass, or the same level. Yeah, here we go. Bread dough, berry jam, beer, and wine. Ugh, and just like that, we're down to only 3 points available. I forgot that this mission was going to cost us a lot in points. That's okay. It only stings a little. Alright, there it is, berry jam. Alright, let's harvest our berries. And make as much of that as we can. 142 berries. So that will be 28 berry jam. We need 30. So we're so close. So close. And berries also go into the wine. So that'll be important. And then yeast and wheat for the beer. We might have to run out and just harvest like a big... wheat field out in the wilds. Yeah, it is weird that you can make all this other jarred stuff, but you have to unlock berry jam. That's a throwback to like the old, because berry jam used to be the only thing. But I'm surprised they didn't like lump pickled carrots in with it. Jam gives you extra stamina, extra experience, and less water consumption. Way back when the game first came out, these were really, really important. There was no salting station. There was no way to get your food to last longer. So if you were doing a mission that took you like way, way, way across the map from where you started in your drop pod, or you had to go really far, we'd always have to make these stable foods, like these shelf-stable foods that wouldn't have any issues to take along with us, because there was nothing. Yeah, you'd have to live off of jam and make sure you had enough inventory space for when it because you get your jar back. In this game, you don't consume the glass jar like you do in, say, Raft. You'd get that piece back. All right, let's grab the rotten meat out of here. We're gonna put the other jars and stuff to store them in here. It's gonna be a lot, but it'll work. Put this in here. Normally I would not waste freezer space on something like berries, but because we're trying to do this mission with them, I don't want anything to spoil that is going to be relevant to what we're working on. So we will put that there. Okay, so we're in pretty good shape. The base is put back together. At some point, I'll probably add an extra solar panel. The battery and the residue cleanser are going to go to the other outpost. We need another one of those exotic circles. That is 6 more platinum ingots. We can make that. We could make that. It would be nice if there was a food satchel that could store even the empty jars. That would be super handy. Do we make this? Technically, we're close to the end of time, but I mean, we could go over a few minutes. Do we go put this out there and set it up on the second location? I'm tempted. And then we could end stream on that side so you guys could see the giant monster. It's tempting. Let's craft this one up. Alright, we're gonna grab a solar panel. We're gonna grab... Technically, I don't need a beacon for this one, right? Because this map symbol's here, I would hope. I would hope that that would be okay. This won't take us that long, so we know where we're going. We're gonna be, like, super efficient with it. So we're gonna bring a solar panel for the outpost, because we're gonna get rid of it. We're gonna bring the battery. We're gonna bring the organic residue cleanser, because that needs to live over there. And yeah, that should be it. Let me grab some... Well, let's charge this. What time of day is it before I go to do this? Nearly nighttime, of course. We could get over there and then probably sleep and then go through to the lava zone. Alrighty. Nearly done. I don't need to carry my electric and water tools. I will lose them again. I'm also going to put my radar in here. I kind of store a lot in my biofuel thing. Anything that's like remotely related. Beacons, generators. It all just lives in here. And with the scary noises. Is it just me or are the noises scarier tonight? It might just be me. Alright, let's grab some better food, because all we have right now is the bacon. We're going to bring the veggie rolls and I guess this type of bacon, because that's all we've got. Let's grab the food for our friends. Bring that food for him as well. Grab the saddle. Where are you? There you are. Good, eat. Yes. Fill your belly right before we leave. That is perfect. And we're going to put you on stay. You're going to scoot out this door as soon as I open it, aren't you? No escaping, Pina Colada. You are our friend and you must stay. No circus joining. No nothing else. Do I have everything I need for this? I think I do. This is not my most well thought out adventure. Definitely not my most well thought out adventure. Hopefully we'll be able to stick to 2 Icarus streams a week. I streamed 3 times, so my plan, tentatively, is 2 Icarus and a Dinkum stream in a week for now, at least until something else new comes out that I might want to look at. We're short a stream this week. We will be short a stream. I won't be streaming on Thursday. It's my wedding anniversary on Thursday, so no stream. But I'll be deciding tomorrow what the schedule's going to look like. Because I might record an episode of Dinkum and do a premiere on Wednesday with everybody. And then stream Icarus again on Tuesday. So like 2 Icarus streams and a long form Dinkum video premiere is an option. Hey, Pie! I know, so many things. They just fit everything in, right? Like, just go back to 9 streams a week. Blows my mind to think about that now. Thanks, guys. Why is the rain imagery? Oh, nope, that's wrong. We took a wrong turn, a dangerous wrong turn. That was a cliff. There was a cliff out there. So yeah, anyway, I'll decide tomorrow if Tuesday is going to be more Icarus or Dinkum. It'll be one of the two. Yeah, the rain in the cave definitely confused me. Definitely weird. Summer is coming. It's absolutely wild to me that it's nearly May and then school's going to be out. So we're getting to the point where it's going to be like potentially late night streams all the time. I could go late whenever I want because there's no getting up to get the kids to school in the morning. We're right before the red part of the storm, so we're going to hang out until the red section passes, and then from there we won't care. We'll jump out. And we'll go from there. There's not really too much going on, so I don't think I'll be doing too much between streams this time. I usually jump in and do resource grinding, but I don't want to do all the chef work off stream. Like that seems like too much. So we will probably not see much different in between streams this time. I don't really have too much to work on around the base. How many years? We've been married for 14 years on Thursday. 14 years. Together for 23 though, so 14 doesn't sound as exciting. That's not till October. In October we will have been together for 23 years. Right? Yeah. 2002, and it's 2025. That's 23. I can math. Alright, so we are heading for right there for where my red marker is, but we're going to want to go down and around still. Your niece is coming back from college on May 10th. It's crazy how fast the year goes by. The kids are in school until the end of May at least, but that's still, it's a month away. Wild. It is wild. My son's going to be an 8th grader next year. I'm not ready to think about high school and all of that nonsense. I get anxiety every time I think about it. I have the worst anxiety about him being done and having to go to high school. They've been in the same school forever. We were lucky enough that their school is K through 8. So they've just been in the same school together. And starting in high school, so not next year, but the year after, I'm going to have to figure out what school he's going to. They're going to be on 2 different schedules, so I'm going to have to figure out 2 different drop-offs, 2 different pickups. He's on the young end of his age group. He'll be graduating high school at 17. So it'll be a little bit longer before I can rely on him to just, you know, go drive himself. It looks like we're full on this one because it's not running. Yep, we are full. All right, she's encumbered at the moment, which is not ideal. However, we're going to roll with it because if I carry it, I'm going to get poisoned. You're happy / that when the 7th one left the nest? Oh man, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I'm not even ready. Like, I'm dreading high school. I can't even think about actually leaving home. It does not poison the mount, thankfully. Thankfully, they do not get poisoned, so this is just going to be a slow camp ride. Here we go. And the thing about the school being K through 8 is that it will be all the way until the end. Like, he'll be a senior when she's a freshman. So they're going to be in 2 separate schools now forever. You know, I'm already jumping ahead. Next year's still fine. Everything's fine next year. Not going to be a problem. I have time before I have to face these harsh realities. Be able to, like, scooch. Oh, my ramp's right there. I'm doing this whole dramatic thing down a hill and my ramp is right there. Yeah, I can't imagine them leaving for real. It would be just my luck for there to be drakes everywhere. Could you imagine? The good news is, by the time we get here, it's going to be perfectly timed to sleep through the nights. And then we'll run through, set up real quick. Solar power is not going to be awesome for over here because this location is shaded. At some point, I'd have to spend a bit of time figuring out, like, because you can put a solar panel wherever you want. It doesn't have to be on the base roof or whatever like I normally do. So at some point I can hang out here a bit to see what area is in the sun the longest and potentially wire the solar panel that way. But for now, we're just going to stick it on top. That's why we brought the battery. The battery is here so that it'll hopefully charge up and keep everything running even while the base is in the dark. Okay, you are fine carrying all of this-ish. Well, you wouldn't have to carry it back, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because the whole point is that we brought this stuff. So we're going to pick this up, because I need it out of the way. Need it out of the way, and we're going to put this thing here. Can I pick up this floor? Yes. Yes, I can. Okay, so we're gonna put the battery. Let me put the battery. We'll maybe put a storage there. Let's put the battery over here. No, we'll put it right here. Okay. And then we have the Outpost water and electric tools. Actually, I don't know if I need water for anything. Does this take a water hookup? Yes, it does. Okay. Oops. All right, so we're going to go from here to here. And then from here to here. Here to there. That is everything we brought to hook up. Oh, here. I'm like, where are my floors? I thought they were gone. Thought they were gone. Come on. Okay, so now we want the solar panel up here. Technically my wire inside, oops, is coming from back here, so even though it doesn't need to, I'm gonna run this wire along the back. So it's not gonna be the prettiest back here. The wire does kind of float a bit, which is not ideal. And also kind of wildly unnecessary. I might fix that later, but it is just an outpost, so maybe not. Yeah, like this right here. Wildly unnecessary. Maybe I'll put a light out in this one. Is the lava No! Wow, come on, guys. Stuck against this rock? Are you kidding? I left my ramp there. No! Okay, it's not on fire anymore. Thank goodness. Nope, I didn't want to fight you, okay? Alright, you know what? I want you to know that I didn't want this, okay? I didn't ask for this. Carnage everywhere. Are you okay? Because you were on fire. Yeah, you're good. Okay, my water trough is gone. The water trough has been destroyed. We'll need a new one of those. No more leaving the ramp here. I thought it was fine because I was just kind of running around. I was not anticipating that whole mess. Alright, well, we might as well skin him. I might as well skin everyone, get my arrows back. This didn't quite go to plan because I thought I was going to have time to run over there and set up the other exotic miner thingy. But perhaps not. Well, we'll see what time it is. For as bad as that was, I didn't really take that much damage. Okay. Nope. I want this stuff. Are you kidding? Of course I took down the wrong thing. Oh, because this needs to be repaired first. Alright, well, I'm gonna start getting poisoned by these, I think. I put down the wall. Everything's just going wrong. Perfect. Get out of my house! Are you kidding? You too now. Alright. Get out of my house! They destroyed my sleeping bag? Yup. Alright, well, you know what? No more sleeping through the night. Let's close the door. Good grief. I have been at this outpost for days. Like, days and days and days. The entire Drake hunt took me like 6 in-game days. Nothing happened. No drama. Nothing like this. Did I lose anything else? I don't think so. My arrow. Every part of that was ridiculous. Oh, there's my other arrow. Turns out I shot that thing. Okay, so we've got no energy coming in. It is dark. That makes sense. So nothing is powered at the moment. Do I have enough to make a new bed? That's a good question. Yes, I do. Good call, Sarah. Good call. Alright, daylight. Perfect. Ridiculous. Alright, let's put these power tools back. Actually, I'm going to keep the power tool. I didn't realize I kept my platinum on me, so that was unfortunate. Let's eat some food. And then leave some random stuff out here. The meat to rot, honestly. It sounds so unnecessarily scary here. Did I bring the exotic ring with me? All this and I didn't bring that with me? Yeah. I didn't bring it. Okay, so I guess we're not going through to set up the other exotic mining thingy. Because I left it at home. At least that's what I hope I did with it. I hope that's what I did with it. It wouldn't have been up anywhere. Alright, so we're not getting power yet. It's still too dark. Okay, so that I might do off screen. I'm probably going to end up going back to the other location. But what we're going to do, since we're technically over time, is take a quick peek at what this guy looks like. So this is the path I found. Like, oh, it looks like it goes back here. It does. Okay, at some point, boss music is going to start. I imagine. It's not going to do it now because I'm trying to do it. Because I don't think I was this far. You serious? I don't know what's different about this time. Probably the fact that I'm trying to show you what happened. Can I go all the way across? Seriously? What on earth? Okay. I don't have an explanation for this. I don't know what I did differently. I couldn't tell you. I wonder if coming over here, because the last time I was like, had triggered the boss music over here first. By killing the thing, like killing the little monster dude. This is so weird. So weird. Yeah, like what time of day? I don't remember. I don't want to actually go down there because it's one thing to like run back towards my base and quit the game. He was up here. So like this is literally what happened. I was like maybe right here and I thought I was safe, but then he was loud, so I decided to run back home, and then I heard the rumblings, and then I turned around and he was right there, like up on this level. And then I panicked and I made it like this far. And then he was on top of me and I just quit the game super fast. I just quit the game super fast. I could not tell you why it's not working this time. I tried though. I tried to show it. Alright, well, this was anticlimactic. At least we had a giant base fight happening. There was some action at the end of stream. I can't believe I forgot, like, the most important piece of this outing at home. It's funny. That's probably exactly what it is. Probably exactly what it is. There's witnesses now. So we're gonna call it here. I will probably before stream try to get home so we start next time where we need to be. Maybe I'll go get the exotics ring and bring it back over here, potentially. I guess it'll depend on if we stream on Tuesday or if we stream this again next week, which I will decide tomorrow, depending on if I get any recording done. So I'll put that in the Discord first. I'll update my schedule tomorrow afternoon. So we will either be back to this on Tuesday or next week on Sunday. So keep an eye out. Oh, Kimmy, thank you so much for continuing to be a member. I appreciate you. So the streams will get put up on YouTube on the day of. So if you enjoyed tonight's stream and you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss the next one. And until then, have a good one, everybody.